Parag budgets second tier money, and that limits them to doubles in free agency. Second tier money. Yeah, that's right. Sorry, Von Miller's just too expensive, guys. JC Jackson, too expensive. And I think the way that Parag Marate has been sort of operating, his whole philosophy, his whole lens that he views free agency is that like stupid teams get the top tier players. The stupid teams get into the bidding wars for the top players in free agency. The smart teams avoid those players since you're inherently going to be overpaying for them and get the second tier guys because there's less of a competition for them. The price is more in line with their ability. That's his whole thing. And the Niners have operated that way since he got here 20 years ago. And I feel like that whole lens of looking at the salary cap in the NFL is outdated. It's like 2005, 2010. It's back when the salary cap was half of what it is. Everyone's talking about how it's going to be exploding in the future and going up 20, 25 million a year. So are we supposed to believe that the Bills are a dumb franchise because they just gave a bunch of money to Von Miller, who's an older edge rusher? Like, no, it doesn't matter. They the cap will go up. They'll be able to afford it. And in the meantime, they have Von Miller now. So Parag would never let the Niners do that. Imagine if the Niners had Von Miller and Nick Bosa. Like, Niner fans were really fantasizing before free agency about Chandler Jones, Von Miller, that kind of an edge rusher to comp. And even I think the Niners were fantasizing about it too. There were reports that they wanted Frank Clark. What happened there? And now they settle on Kerry Hyder and Jordan Willis. Why? Because Parag. You don't think Chris Kasarik would like to work with Von Miller? I mean, he wanted to work with D Ford, but D Ford's still on the team, and Parag's like, look, we can only afford X, Y, Z. Go get the best players you can within these parameters, which essentially means he's making not just financial decisions, but football decisions, right? Because he limits what the Niners can pursue. Parag makes the Niners a second-tier franchise. To be a Super Bowl winner, you got to go after these first-tier players. Like, what did the Rams do? They got Aaron Donald, and then they surrounded him with Jalen Ramsey, tier 1 player, Matthew Stafford, tier 1 player. Boom. Super Bowl. Are you bringing back the red QC jacket? It's in the thing. I could bring it back. I could always bring it back. I'd like to get a camera that works. The Debo chant. Please tell me this nightmare of Jimmy 2 picks is over. Oh, no. It's just getting started.